All right. Happy dang Saturday night. Yes, sir. We are here. We're live. We're going to do a nice little flight. That's what we're going to do tonight. Yep. That's what I think we're going to do. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, all my fine aviation enthusiast friends. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the airplane show. I wasn't sure if I was going to do something or not tonight, but I decided, yeah, let's do something, because I can't really do much during the week sometimes. So we're going to do this here, Silver Airways Flight 69, that's currently en route right now from Orlando, Florida to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So we're gonna do what we do with this flight, and we're gonna get into this. I got it all. Oh, let me show you something. So we gonna let me bring this up here. Yeah. So this is what I was looking for right here, and they doing it. I wasn't sure what transition they was going to be using to do the landing. So it looks like they hit that. All right. So we need to go into Navigraph and fix something. So let's go into Navigraph and fix this here. Yeah. Because I thought they was going to go to the FLL VOR and kind of like backtrack and, you know, do a procedure turn, but not so much. Come on, computer, here. Oh, man, my daughter's calling me. God damn it. Hello?
Thought I did something.
Oh.
I was conjuring the hell out of it.
Well, just let it be for a little bit. Another thing you can do is if there's a long utensil somewhere in the house that you can kind of stick down and like poke around, that might loosen some stuff up to kind of free it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Finish struggling right now. Because I'm scared.
Yeah. Well, you know that you're like your dad. You're full of shit.
Okay. I held it in for a few days because it was bothering me. I didn't want to do it.
You might have lost another 2 or 3 pounds.
Guys, don't like this game. You don't have to do it. Why does it smell so bad?
Yep. Yep. Good job. Good job, Ash. All right. Yeah, just let it be for a little bit, and maybe it'll fix itself. Okay. Love you too. Bye. You're fine. Bye. All right. Well, sorry about that. My daughter called. She's sleeping over at her cousin's house, and I don't want to embarrass her, but the toilet's not working anymore. Yeah, she destroyed it. All right, so it looks like, so here's what I do in when I'm planning flights out, even for Aerofly. I'll come in here, I'll zoom in and kind of see on here, like where, so, okay, so it got around, what's that, Riviera Weston, okay. And let's get rid of this map. Let's do here. Let's hide this. Let's zoom in. All right, so that's Andy Town. Oh, come on. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. All right, there's this little thing here, Route 27. I think this is Route 27 here. Here's that little thing. So it looks like it caught Beezer. So that's what we're gonna do. So I originally thought it was gonna fly down here, go here, and do this procedure turn. All right, so we're gonna do Beezer is gonna be our transition for the ILS. All right, so that's good. So let's save this. We'll unload. And let's bring up, let's bring this up here. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I love these simulators. I love all simulators, to be honest, but Aerofly and X-Plane and Microsoft are my three favorite. I do like car simulators, train simulators. Fixing mech robots is fun. I usually do a mix of like uploading Aerofly videos. I can't really stream Aerofly, so for some reason the technology between my iPad and the laptop, it doesn't stay mirrored for some reason. I can mirror the display for a while, and then it just stops. Okay. So when I was looking at this flight, it said gate 13. So this is ramp 13 here in Orlando. So runway 35 left is over there. So we're gonna have to back out and then go around. All right, so let's do this here. So let's import our flight. Let's go to aircraft. Let's put our tail prop in. Let's connect our ground power. Oh, this is the plane that has the spots you can click on. Ah, wonderful. Okay. You can click on different parts of the screen, and wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's bring up the OFP. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get Navigraph pulled up on my iPad. All right. I like to do a lot of this before I start the plane, because sometimes if you don't start the engines quickly, bad things happen to good people. All right, let's see here. Let's go flight plan. Let me set the fuel and set payload and see if that actually works. Sometimes it doesn't work. All right, let's see here. Gross weight. All right, so fuel is correct. It's close enough. I have 1968. It's got 1938. 19871 is our tow. That's pretty close. Let's put in the fuel that's actually in our flight plan here. So that's 1968. and let's see here. We got 44 passengers. So gross weight is 20,000. Yeah, aft cargo. We have a total of 1,000 in cargo. Now I think the cargo goes in line with the amount of people that are on board, I think. Let me see if I can change this here to like 400 and see if that accepts it. I don't remember exactly. I think it changes the passengers. Oh no, it's okay. All right, so I got 19,008 and this has 20,000. And let's put 600 in here. Oh no, we got 1098. Okay, so that's close enough. All right, start loading. All right, we good there. Set takeoff trim. All right, we good there. All right, let's crank this bad boy up. Let's crank this bad boy up. Let's put you up a little bit. All right, let's put on some power. Let's put on our battery. All right, let's go over here. And let's set the flight plan. And let's set our runway. We are taking off from 35 left. Oh, it's already there. All right, let's click that. And we're doing ILS 10 right. And we are doing the Tarpon 3. And we're doing Beezer. And we are doing Jipod. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Alright. That's good there. Let's go back to menu. Make sure our weights are okay. Weights are okay. Performance and our cruising altitude. I think it's like 14,000 feet. Yeah, we got 15,000 here. Alright, so that's good there. Units. Yep, that's all good. Alright, very good. Alright, that's all good. Alright, so let's see here. We got the park and brake is good. So you can use this checklist here, or you can use this one here. So like, this is pretty much done already. Here's the one we're looking at now. We might as well just leave it up on this page here. That'll be easier than going back and forth. Alright, the METAR is 3011. Alright, that's good. Landing elevation is... we can leave that on automatic. We don't need to adjust that. Alright, power management, takeoff. Alright, that's all good. Let's check off all these. Oops. I always do that. Dang it. So you have this button here. You can do source, manual, or leave it on the FMS. So we're leaving it on the FMS. Alright. So before rotation, cockpit doors locked. Alright, let's lock the cockpit doors. That's all confirmed. Let's bring the tail on board. Tail prop. Doors are closed. Let's put the beacon and the seatbelt signs on. Alright, beacon. Might as well turn this on too. Alright, that's all good. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on like an APU type deal here. So let's do this here. So open this door here. Put the propeller brake on. And what we're going to do is we're now going to start engine number 2 and use that as our APU. With the propeller brake on, it will not start rotating. Oh yeah, we gotta turn this on, duh. Alright, that's right where it needs to be. Let's put this on feather. Let's put our altitude at, let's get rid of this real quick. I kind of have to sit over here and do the altitude this way so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so that's good. You know, I don't think this has a Nope. It does not have a way to back up. I have to call in my favorite things. All right, let's turn the ATC on. And I don't know if this is going to give power to the... Let's disconnect the ground power real quick and see what happens. All right, we're good. And parking brakes on so we can get rid of the wheel chocks. All right, let's back up out of here. Ground services. Push back. That's my name, Ho. Eat me, Ho, 123. And I believe steer to the right is going to be correct. All right, parking brake is released. Well, I do not hear anything with the, I do not hear anything with the airplane, really. I don't know how to really increase the sound on that joint. Let's see here. Close that. You know, I thought I had gain on here. Huh. Let's raise the gain like 5 decibels. All right, I just adjusted it by 5 decibels. We'll see if that does anything or not. I don't expect to hear much now because nothing's running, but still. All right, we can stop this. This is not really a realistic place that they would push me back to, but I'm not a realistic pilot. Yeah, I just love simulators. All right, let's put the parking brake back on. Let's bring up our checklist again. All right, we can turn the brake off now. And now let's start engine number 1. All right, so that's all done. All right, let's click on that. All right, let's put these levers up to automatic. Let's put our throttle up just a little bit. All right, I believe this is as high as it goes. Let's turn on the TRU. Okay, that's good. Let's put on the flaps. Brakes, da 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 da. For takeoff, gust lock, yep. Airflow normal. Where's that at? Oh yeah, I never turned the airflow on. Okay, let's do that so I don't forget later. And let's put on this. And the emergency lights, let's arm them. Alright, nav lights. Logo. Taxi, wing. I think they use strobe lights at night too, actually. We'll see how the plane looks while we're... But I think they do that as well. Alright, we'll turn on nav and all that when we get a little closer. Okay, all that's good. That's good. Let's set this up real quick. Alright, let's turn that on. TCAS is automatic. Okay, nav. S. Traffic is above. We got weather. And it doesn't really show much. Alright. Alright, let's release the parking brake and get out of here. That's very bright, this Yeah, that's a little better. Oh, it's this floodlight here. Duh. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Let me bring up a map of the airport here so I know where I'm going. So we are up here on airside 1. This should be either J2 or CJ that we're heading to right now. We need to go over here to get out. There's only so fast you can taxi because you got the gust lock on, so... Alright, so this should be, I think, J1 or J2. Let's see what this says here. And we need to go out to J and then make a right. And then cross over the bridges. Let's see what it says. Well, I wish I could read that. Let's get over a little closer to it. I think that says J2. Yep, J2, okay. So C1. Alright, we can just go straight. And then we're gonna bank off to the right. Because there's the bridges over there. Okay, very good. It's a little different navigating this at nighttime. Okay, we're good. All right, so this is the north side of the airport. I wish we go faster, but unless I remove that. Come on, plane. If I remove the gust lock, it'll make the plane go quite a bit faster. But you're not supposed to take that off until you like get ready to take off. Yeah, this gust lock right here. You're not supposed to release that until you get ready to take off. Hopefully without turning so much, maybe it'll be okay. I do have to turn here. I'm trying not to turn so hard so that I can keep the speed up. But yeah, according to FlightAware, it looked like this plane took off from 35 left, which is where we're heading. And according to FlightAware, it was gate 13, which was in Microsoft Simulator, it's called ramp 13, but that's the only 13 they have, so I'm guessing that that's correct. But now we're heading to the runway. Now we don't have to turn, so hopefully we'll pick up a little bit of speed. Like, I don't want to adjust these propellers, like I don't want to move them up 100%. I'd rather do that when we get ready to take off. Yeah, I mean, we're only going four knots. That's terrible. I try moving the throttle up, but it doesn't want to move because of the gust lock. Which is good. I mean, it's good to have these safety precautions, but, I mean, Jesus. Let's get rolling already. It's going to take longer to taxi than the whole flight. All right, we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed now that we're not turning. And I believe that these strobe lights should be on this time of night. So if somebody knows differently than me, you can certainly let me know. But I've seen a lot of planes take off at nighttime, and they always seem to have their strobe lights on when they're taxiing. You can hear the airplane a bit. You know what? Fuck this, man. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. I mean, there's got to be a way that these pilots taxi with that gust lock on. Whoa! Look at that, man. That was cool. Yeah, this is pod racing. So we just stay on this route here all the way until the very end, which is where we get off. We take J turns into G, and then G turns into H, and then we just take H all the way down to H10, and then get up on the runway. Alright, so it looks like oh, the prop brake is still on? What the hell? No wonder we were going so slow. Do I need to crank the engine again? I don't know why it's not spinning. I do not know why that engine's not spinning. That thing should be spinning. When you release the prop brake, it should, let's stop real quick. Let's put the parking brake on. Let's put the gust lock back on. Maybe it's got to be in feather mode. Alright, let's try putting it on and now taking it off. Alright, on. And now off. There we go. We got it working now. Excellent. That's good. I've never used the prop brake before, so I had no idea. Now we should be taxiing properly, I would think. Oh yeah, we're moving now. With the gust lock on, we're now moving. Very good, okay. If you don't move the throttle up a little bit, none of this stuff will come on up here. The TRU won't come on, the hydraulics will stay off, all that stuff will stay off, so. Very good, now we're moving. I couldn't really tell at nighttime that the propeller wasn't moving. I was wondering why that annunciator light was flashing, saying that the prop brake. So we learned that tonight, that if you use the prop brake, you got to leave the fuel in feather mode. Otherwise, you will never get that propeller moving. So not only do I play a pilot on the internet sometimes, I play a big idiot too. I'm not really that smart sometimes. Nope. Yep, game over, that's right. Game over. I've been watching a lot of Saw movies lately because it's around Halloween time. For many of them people in them Saw movies, it's game over, that's right. Yup. Now we doing okay. I've only flown this plane, I think, like maybe 3 or 4 times, but I've never used that prop brake before. I figured I'd try it out tonight. And first time I try it, bad things happen to good people, I guess, right? Alright, we got LNAV. Hold low. Alright, let's see what is the heading of the runway we're leaving on tonight. Let's go back to Navigraph. And let's click on runway, and it is bearing 005. Heading 249. See if I can do this here. Come on. Boy, that thing is slow. I don't know what's slower, me running or this heading getting set. Alright, let's turn a little bit, stay on runway. After we take off, we're going to make a big U-turn and pick up our first waypoint. Which is D. Danny. There's a runway over here that we're going to be taking off on. Let's actually slide over. Let's slide over to this inside lane here. I love these propeller planes. I wish there was more of these like passenger size ones in Microsoft. I know they're bringing over the Dash 7, I think, is coming over soon. I haven't seen it in the store yet. It might be available for PC. It might not be available for Xbox yet, but that's on its way. I was going to buy the A330 and do something with that this weekend, but a few people that I watched the reviews for said do not buy it for Xbox just yet, that it is really messed up for Xbox. So I'm like, well, for 40 bucks, I'm going to hold off, because if it's messed up, I want nothing to do with it right now. You know, I'm kind of spoiled with some of the planes that I bought. This plane is really good. The Bay 146 that I bought is pretty good from Just Flights. And of course the PM DG 737-800 that I bought, that thing is phenomenal. But yeah, so far I've been pretty lucky with the planes I bought, you know, that they work pretty well. But that A330, like, the screens are blank, like nothing turns on. Like the inside is hollow sometimes, like depending on the angle of your camera. You know, the sounds are off, so it's, you know, once again, it's just like AAA releases where, you know, they release it early and then they, you know, patch it. They'll patch it later. All right, so the V speed to take off is 104 and V2 is 110. Oh, look at that. It's got a map of the... I had no clue that it zoomed in and there was a map of the facility. That is pretty cool. I thought I could click on here and zoom in. Let me bring that screen up again. Yeah. Range. ECAS below. Huh, why is it not letting me mess with the range? Yeah. I can do it here, but it won't let me do it here. Unless... Now let's see what happens. I wonder if I have to be in this mode first for it to... Nope, that's still 2.5. Huh. That's weird. Unless it doesn't allow you to move it like while you're taxiing, maybe, I don't know. Oh well. No big deal. We usually use this, I usually use this mode anyways. So. Alright, we are just about ready. Alright, all of that is set. The only thing that we need to do is release the gust lock. Alright, let's see what it says. After takeoff, landing gear, flaps, altimeters, power management, right. Okay, good. Alright, let's do two things here. Let's remove the gust lock, and let's put you up, and let's put you up. And we need to be on a heading of like 116. So actually, let's move our heading like 100 something. All right, let's leave it at 110 for now. All right, let's get out of here. I don't think there's a toga button. That would not make sense in a plane like this, but you never know. All right, park and brake off. Let's get our yoke out. You got LNAV arm, I have IAS mode armed, and it's pre-programmed in our flight plan, the speeds, you know, that the IAS mode will do, so that's all good. We'll keep an eye on our barometer as the flight goes on. We'll keep an eye on the METAR. and update as necessary, because we're never going to be in standard mode. We're never going to cross 18,000 feet. Alright, let's rotate. We got positive rate, gear up. Let's start making our turn. Let's lower the nose down a little bit so we can start getting some speed. We will adjust our propeller management momentarily. So far, so good. Once we get a little faster, we'll move our flaps up all the way. All right, let's click autopilot and let's put our flaps up. And we should be in auto mode, right? Oh, now we're in auto mode, okay. Yeah, what should we actually be climbing at, though? Does it have it on here? Let's do like 150. Oh, it's increasing its speed. All right, good. I thought we should be at 170 according to the navigation here. Should be at. All right. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Here's the. I told you I'm an idiot. Here's how you zoom in and out. Oh wow, that only goes to 2.5 feet is the farthest it goes out. Wow. Okay, whatever. No problem. Let's put that at 170 and see how we do with our climb. let's put this in managed climb. I wonder if that's why it didn't do it. Nope, okay. Oh shit. Alright, let's just put it... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just put this in climb mode. And let's back our throttles down a little bit so we are in green. Let's back our throttles down a little bit so we're in green. There we go. See, we got a nice climb going at 170. I don't know why it was at 130. Alright, so we're good there. Let's close this. Let's check our METAR. Still 3011. Alright, that's where we're at. Alright. Where else would you rather be on a Saturday night than watching some stranger playing Microsoft Simulator? Where else would you rather be? Alright, I guess we can turn off. We can turn off some lights. Might be seeing that Five Nights at Freddy's movie tomorrow. Might be taking my daughter to go see it, and her cousin. I don't think my sister-in-law is gonna be taking the kids, so it means I gotta do it. But that's alright. This theater near my house, man, they got these big reclining, comfortable chairs, man. Them things are nice. I certainly don't mind seeing a movie, and it's cheap. It's like it's like $7 for a ticket. Them things is nice. I'm still getting ideas for Aerofly videos. I've made like every video in Aerofly you can make, so I really don't know what to do at this point. So I'm trying to think of some new ideas, but it's a little difficult, so that's why I haven't put a new video up in like a week or so. I might record one tomorrow, I don't know. Might just do one that I've done before, just to different airports maybe. I wish you could put in failures, but I don't think they have a setting for failures, so that would be nice to do, like if I had an engine blowout or lose hydraulics. Alright, let's see here. We got above, that's good. Alright, let's plug in, at least while we're climbing, let's plug in our ILS information. So that's 11175. So let's go here to RMS. Let's go to nav. Let's go 111.75. And we'll plug in Fort Lauderdale for the other VOR thing. 114.4. Alright, so that's good. And then what we'll do is I will switch over to heading mode in a little bit. Well, you know, I guess I could switch over to heading. I'll wait till we're finished our climb. I'll switch over to heading mode once we get once we get situated, and I will then set our course for our landing. You go over here to this button, flip it so it's V/ILS1, then set your course, and then put the knob back on FM1, and then hit the nav button again. Alright, so we're doing good. And then once we get to our cruising altitude, we'll put the power management on cruise, and then I'm going to back these down to auto. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do in real life, but that's what I'm going to do. $185 knots for flat 15 and 150 for 30 degrees. Interesting. All right, we are about at our altitude. Let's leave this on for a little bit so we can see the ground. Since it's so dark outside, it's kind of tough to get a gauge on some of the stuff that's around you. Well, I guess when we're flying, if we don't see lights anymore, it probably means we're over the ocean. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Alright, so we're at altitude. Let's switch this over to climb mode. And let's switch these down to auto. And we will just leave our throttle where it's set right now. Alright, let's see here, we got that. Let's set this on normal. Alright, well, we got about 10 miles, so let's do this. Let's go, let me switch this screen so I can actually see what's on the other display, because it's tough to see it. Alright, there we go. So heading is at right there. Let's set this for like 250. Alright, let's switch the heading mode. Heading mode. Switch this to VILS1. And we need to plug in a course of 96. So we come over here. Now... Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. I like doing this stuff when I have a few minutes, that way I don't have to do it later. Alright, course 96. All right, so now that we have that set, we can switch this back to FM1, and now we can hit our nav button, and now we're back in nav mode. Now we have everything set. We have the IALS frequency set, we have the course set. We'll set our decision height in a little bit. Decision height is 250. Let's refresh this screen here and see if the METAR is any different. Oh, wow. Yep, that's a little bit different. Let's set that now. All right, we're getting ready to go over the ocean. So from D Danny, we're gonna go about 20 nautical miles on a course of 118. It looks like, and pick up Jaipad, which is the transition waypoint to get into our arrival. You know, we're doing the Tarpon 3 RNAV arrival. We're just gonna, I guess, continually increase our speed. We really can't move the throttle up anymore. Yeah, I mean we can, but I guess we can. Let's see what happens if we move the throttle up a little bit more. Let's see if that still stays green. Now, I did move these to auto. I don't know if they're supposed to stay at 100% override or auto. I've seen a couple people do different things with those, so I don't know for sure, but I'm going to leave them in auto. Only time I have them in 100% is when we're taking off. All right, let's go down and go to normal procedures. And let's go to descent. Bring up our descent menu. Emergency brake, accumulator, 3000 PSI, flap spoilers. All right, all that is good. Engines are good. Yep, packs, air pressure's good. Cabin's got an altitude of 2,800 feet right now. Yep, electricity is good. All that is good. And now for our landing, VAP flaps full, so it looks like 101 is supposed to be our, I guess, our VREF speed. So what are you supposed to do, like 5 knots over that? So I guess like 106 to 110, somewhere in that area, I guess, would be our landing. All right, let's set our decision height now. I believe that's 250. Yep, 250. And let's see if there's any altitudes listed on here. So, Jaipad, yeah, Widget, Ron Crew, says 8,000 to 13,000 top for Jipod. So I guess we need to lower down to 13,000 feet. Oh yeah, look at that. It's got the 13,000 feet in here. That is cool that the map does that. It does it differently than like Boeing's. Boeing's, it has that little arc. This has that little dot that shows you where your estimated arrival for that is. So that's cool. And Widget, which is next, is a maximum of 13,000 also. Same thing with Bluffy. Tarpon, okay. Now, I don't remember if this shows you the top of the descent on the map. I don't remember that, to be honest. Now, getting down to the altitude we need to get to is no big deal. I mean, the ILS captures at 1,800 feet, so let's say 2,000 feet. So I think we'll need like 35 to 40 miles to descend. All right, so far so good. I bet you if I was in that override mode, it'd probably be cruising a bit faster. I like how well we can see the plane at night right now. Usually that's not the case. Usually in this simulator, when it's nighttime, you like cannot see the plane at all. Unless like the tail light's on, then you can see a little bit of the tail, but I do like how we can see the plane tonight. Oh, look, there's some traffic over there. Cool. Is that a cruise? Is that a spaceship? I don't know if that's an airplane or a spaceship. Traffic's not picking anything up, so. Probably another plane. It doesn't seem like it's moving all that fast, though. Unless it's moving like, I don't know, parallel to us or away from us, I don't know. Alright, got my other battery charge for the Xbox controller. I bought these batteries, two batteries and a charger on Amazon for like, I think like 15 bucks. These batteries last forever. Oh yeah, look at that plane down there. Wonder if I could put it in like the drone mode and fly over to it. Run, legs! Run with me! Oh, I can't go any farther. Dang it. I mean, that's pretty far from the airplane. I can't run any farther. Oh well. Alright, so we're coming up at Rondeau, and Rondeau is 8,000 to 13,000 feet. And then Bluffy is 4,000. I guess we can lower down a little bit. Let's go down to like... well, let's go down to like 8,000 feet. Why not? I guess maybe... oh, these stay on the same screen. That's right. Let's see if it has top of descent, actually. Oh, it does have a VNAV mode. That's right. Target speed. Oh, that just shows your vertical deviation. Okay. Alright, yeah, this we can't play with. It doesn't allow you to change anything. Cruise. Approach. Activate is 1016. I don't think it'll allow me to put that information in. Oh, it does. Okay. I stand corrected. Alright, approach speed. So we can activate approach speed from here. And then we got there from performance and then hit next. Alright, very good. Let me scroll out a little bit more. I don't think it shows us our top of... oh, it does have top of descent. Look at that. Wow, I'm learning all kinds of stuff tonight. Look at that. That is cool. All right. So let's just stay where we're at then. Other airport over there. A lot of lights down there, man. That must be... that's definitely not Miami. You can't see that far. You could always hang a left and go to the Bahamas. I'd much rather go there. I don't know. I like Fort Lauderdale. I shouldn't say I'd much rather go there, but I've been to the Bahamas a couple of times. That's a fun place, bro. Been to Cabo San Lucas quite a few times. That's my favorite resort place. Cabo San Lucas is awesome. I want to go to Bora Bora before I retire. I'm sorry, before I die. I want to go to Bora Bora. That's been #1 on my list of places to visit since forever. Landing elevation, we can leave that alone. That's right here. Right now it's in automatic, like FMC mode. If you wanted to do it yourself, just click this button in and then turn the dial to whatever the elevation you want. I believe it goes in 100-foot increments. Let's update our METAR, so it's still 3002. We got scattered clouds, 3,000 feet, scattered clouds, 5,000 feet. And we have 25 knot wind gusts. And it's coming in at 70 degrees and 15 knots. Interesting. BMHB. All right, let's plug in our altitude that we're going to go down to. That's going to be 1,800 feet. That's where the wide scope capture point is, but more than likely we'll capture it well before 1,800 feet, but and I'm pretty sure if I push VNAV, it's going to start descending now. If I remember correctly with this plane, that once you push VNAV, it like starts descending like immediately. So we're going to wait to push VNAV. I think last time I flew this plane, I think I used IAS mode to descend. You know, why did the autopilot kick off all of a sudden? Yeah, that was weird. That was weird, unless I hit a button by accident, but that was really strange. I was like, oh, it's turning early. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, the autopilot wasn't on anymore. Not a cloud in the sky over. Skies of Florida. Alright. Our engines are a little too fast right now. There we go. Now we're back in the green. Let's push VNav and see if it arms it or if we start declining. Alright, let's see if it declines on its own. Unless we have to push VNav again. Advisory VNav. Never seen the word advisory before, VNav like that before. Alright, there we go. Very good. Is there I don't think there's an approach mode with this thing. No, okay. No approach mode with that thing. Alright, so we can check all this off. Done all that. Seatbelts on, landing lights, altimeters, cabin check. Very good. Alright, we're speeding, so let's lower. So we're doing okay. I think we're in... Alright, now we're in managed mode. So you have this speed button here when it's in the magenta, the pink. It's in like pre-programmed mode. Kind of like the altitude is pre-programmed, the descent is pre-programmed. You know, all that is calculated in the system. Now, after we get to a mappy, we're going to go ahead and switch over to heading mode and put ourselves in like VOR mode, you know, ILS mode at that point. Because from a mappy, we fly pretty much parallel to the airport until we pick up, you know, until we pick up the ILS and the glide scope, and then we'll go a little bit past the point where, hang on a second, let me explain it. Okay, so you know when we have a ILS landing, there's like this kind of icon shows up, and when it gets in the middle here, it like catches. So we're gonna fly parallel to the airport until that glide scope indicator is like up here, somewhere around here, and then we're gonna start making that U-turn to the airport, and then it'll come in line, and then, so we'll probably catch it well before 1,800 feet, but we'll see what happens. That's the plan. Alright, so we got seatbelts on. No landing lights yet, but that's okay. Let's check our METAR again. You know, that hasn't changed. Let me check it out on Navigraph, actually. Because that's been the same, like, the whole time. Oh, now it's saying that 10 right is not used. And it's at 3003. That's interesting. So when I made this flight, runway 10 right was being used for arrivals, and now it's not being used. I wonder which one is. Oh, 10 left is now being used. I wonder if we can switch that. So 10 left is still 96 degrees, but it's 110.1. All right, well, let's switch it over. Let's switch it now. And we'll use Holland and Jipod still. Yeah, we probably should have done that. Oh well. All right, let's go to heading mode. Alright, there we go. We're good now. And now we need to go to RMS and put in the correct nav, so it's 110.1. And the name of that is now ILHI. Alright, so we're at 207, 193. Alright, let's slide on over now. To 276. Because that's a 180-degree difference than 96. Oh, you know, we'll just follow this. Okay. Let's switch this over to let's do there you can see the glide scope indicator right there. Alright, let's stay at this altitude for now. One, so we can slow down, and two, also so we're not too low too quickly. Alright, let's move our heading now to 276. Now, when the plane landed tonight, they did not do... There's our airport right back there. When the plane landed tonight, they did not do a procedure turn as it looked. So I'm not planning on doing one tonight either. We're just going to make a big U-turn. if we were following that line, if we were following this green line in, we would actually have to do, I believe, I think a tear, no, not a teardrop. It's the one where you, yeah, you know what? It would be a teardrop turn because the circle goes like this. So if we were coming in this way, we would have to fly out 1 minute and then come back around. Now, if the pattern was going clockwise, this would be the regular entrance to it, and then we would go clockwise. Since it goes counterclockwise, we would have to, like I said, fly out. Oh, you know what we would actually, you know, I'd have to look at it. I think we would go out and then we go up for a minute and then yeah, it would be a parallel turn, I believe is what it's called. You come here to Holland, fly 1 minute like this, and then make your turn, and then go back in and then go into the pattern. I think it's a parallel turn you would do. I'd have to look at the heading number, and then also how that lines up with 276 and 96. See, there's a pretty quick method you can do. I don't know that heading offhand to be able to figure it out. I have a video actually on my channel with that quick method. It's pretty simple. You just need a couple of numbers. Alright, cabin crew, flaps, power management to takeoff, TVL, low speed, check. Oh, TLU, light speed, okay. Alright, we're gonna start getting ready to make our turn here momentarily. Because we're 22 miles away now from, yeah, let's start making our turn. So I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. Roughly. And then once if you hear some yelling in the background that sounds like a complete, absolute retarded animal, that's my son. He's not a retarded animal, but he sounds like one sometimes. All right, so now we're flying 90 degrees. We're flying 90 degrees next to the course we need. So once this blue bar starts moving in here, then we'll start making our turn. Excuse me. Flying these landings isn't too difficult when you have the right equipment. We're too far away for the ILS to show up, and we're also too far away for the glide scope to show up here, so. All right, it's now 3001. And yeah, see at Hollis, we're supposed to be at 5,000 feet, or half of that. So we are way lower than we should be, but I didn't know we were going to be landing on this runway until like very last minute. All right, let's start making our turn. You can see the blue bar is now coming into play, and now the localizer is captured. Localizer is captured, and because of that now, we already pushed the approach button. Glide scope is ready and it's armed, so as soon as this shows back up again with the glide scope ball, it'll start coming in line, and then glide scope will arm automatically. Yeah, see, it doesn't have speeds in here. That's kind of what bothers me. I know it has this speed in here now, but like... There's the glide scope showing up. We'll just keep on slowing down. What's it say about our wing flap speeds? Is 185 knots. Oh, we could actually put our flaps down. Let's put our flaps down so we... What are we, though? Oh, we're still 18 miles away. Shit. We can speed up a little bit. Shit, we're still 18 miles away, so we got a little bit to go before we can put our flaps down. I don't want to go too fast, but you know, we can stay around this 160 mark. We'll just play with our throttle to keep it around that area, and once we get a bit closer, then we'll go ahead and really slow down. Now the glide scope should capture how many miles away? Nove. So like 7 miles is where 6.9 miles is where it's supposed to capture. We're probably going to capture a bit before then because of our altitude. We're supposed to be at 5,000 at Hollid, 4,000 around now, 3,000 10 miles out from the airport, and so on and so on. But this is a different runway than we were originally planning on landing at, so I think it's interesting. The company is called Silver, but it's a big pink and black plane. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's you know. All right, I think we can put flaps 15. Glide scope starting to come in. We're slowing down. Can add a little throttle. Once the glide scope captures and we get close to the landing, we'll switch our power management back over to takeoff. Alright, glide scope is now captured, so now we really have to pay attention to our speed, because we're going to start descending as well now. We're 10 miles out. We'll put our landing gear down here momentarily. Alright, let's put our landing gear down to help us slow more. As long as we're under 150 knots, we can do flaps full, but we'll do them here shortly. VREF, I want to say, is about 110, so we'll do flaps full here pretty soon. Now let's go ahead and set this for takeoff. And let's set this for takeoff as well, just in case. I know that creates a lot more noise, but there's no other setting that I'm aware of. It's not like the Dash 8 Q400. There's a mode where it's reduced, like reduced something it's called, and it'll actually stay in like it'll be fairly quiet, the engines, while you're landing. However, if you push your power more than 50%, it'll then spool the propellers all the way up to takeoff, like takeoff power. So there's no setting like that in this plane. I wish they had the Dash 8 Q400 here. That's one of my favorite planes in Aerofly. Maybe I'll do another Dash 8 Q400 tomorrow. I really like flying that plane. Because there's so much you have to do with monitoring the... There's a lot of stuff you have to monitor in that plane, between the propellers and the cowl openings, you know, the cowl flaps, and the navigation in that plane, and power management, and the hydraulics. And there's so much you got to do. It's like, it's really fun. That, and I haven't done the Learjet in a while. Maybe, or I could do a Learjet video. I haven't done the Learjet in a long time. All right, so we are all ready for our final approach to the landing here. Let's knock out all this. All right. The barometer is still good.
500.
Let's lower the engine speed a little bit more. We're just a little fast.
Approaching decision height.
You know, it looks like we're gonna go.
Decision height.
Why are we landing so early?
200.
Unless we're gonna level out. We are really low. I hope this plane isn't broken in this area.
50, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50, 20, 30, 50, 50.
Wow, we are like skimming trees and shit. Look at this. That is crazy. I don't believe it flies like that in real life. I do not believe that for a minute.
40, 30, 20.
Wow, well, we landed early, but whatever. That was crazy, man. It was off course, and it was low. That's not anything I did wrong. I had the correct course in there and the correct info. That's really weird. Well, that's about it for the airplane show tonight, my friends. Expect an Aerofly video in the next couple of days. I think I'm going to record it tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have a chance to edit it. I have some homework to do for actual work. I have some stuff I need to do for that. So, but anyways, hope y'all have a good rest of the weekend. We'll do another flight here soon in the Microsoft Sim. And that's about it, my friends. Be good to yourself. Be good to other people. Certainly be good to me. Hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And until we see each other again, my friends over the beautiful skies of Mother Earth and some airplane and some simulator, this is Greg signing off. See ya.